He has been in the industry for more than 4 decades, underwriting to now using AI technologies. He has seen all. Mr. Srinivasan, sir. How will you describe the current health insurance trend in India, sir?
More of GST has also added to the growth in the health insurance space.
Why this awareness is not converting into numbers?
What we call them as a missing middle. So they are the people who don't have health insurance. While there is awareness about the concept of health insurance, there is a lot of lack of awareness about the contents of health insurance. What is covered, what is not covered, what are the limitations, waiting period.
Hi friends, welcome to MMS Podcast. I'm Sathish again. So today we have a very important chief guest with us. He has been in the industry for more than 4 decades, started from papering, underwriting to now using AI technologies. He has seen all. He has been heading the PSU for over 11 years in the top management. Now he is heading one of the newest standalone health insurance, Galaxy Health Insurance. So let's meet our guest, Mr. Srinivasan, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello. Thank you.
Sir, we wanted to know about the health insurance and how the industry is moving and what are the things happening. So we thought you are the right person to talk about that. How will you describe the current health insurance trend in India, sir?
See, health insurance is a growth sector. There is a huge amount of growth happening in the last many years. Recently, the removal of GST has also added to the growth in the health insurance space. As you all know, pandemic created a lot of awareness about health insurance. That was the time when people understood that health insurance is absolutely necessary. So there's a lot of awareness about health insurance. See, fortunately in India, we have great medical facilities. There are good doctors, good hospitals. But the cost of healthcare is quite high. So today, I think health insurance is, I would say, absolutely mandatory for every individual and every family. That awareness is very much there with the people. Affordability could be an issue for a small section of the people. And the industry is also trying its best to create this awareness. And that's why you are seeing this kind of a growth. I really feel health insurance would probably become the first push product, unlike other forms of health insurance, where people will really take on their own. So I see a great future for health insurance in India.
Right, so I already got 2 clues from your answer, sir. So let me follow the first one. You told me that the awareness is very much there. Even after such awareness, even now we are talking about 52% only covered. So even on that 52%, if you take in depth, we are talking about 40 to 45% from the government sector and another 40% from these corporate policies. The retail segment is still untapped, around, I think, below 10%. If I'm right. Why this awareness is not converting into numbers?
See, if you really look at the health insurance ecosystem in India, the government is a major health insurance provider to the people. The Ayushman Bharat covers almost 40% of the population. Almost 20% are covered either through the corporate insurance policies, both retail as well as corporate, and also other forms like ESI, CGHS. So what we are really seeing is about 30 to 35% of the population, what we call them as a missing middle. People who are neither below poverty line nor very rich. So they are the people who don't have health insurance. So this is an area where there is awareness, but there are 2 reasons. One is affordability is clearly an issue for a section of the population. The other is inertia. See, in insurance, more than awareness, I feel inertia. People feel that, okay, I will take it next year after 6 months. So that is why you are seeing a segment of the population still not insured. People like, who are in their early 20s or early 30s, youngsters, they feel I'm okay, so I don't need health insurance now. But gradually this trend is changing. Today I find a lot of youngsters also taking health insurance policies to a large sum insured. So this will gradually change, and probably in a period of 5 to 7 years, you will see major part of the population having been covered under one form of health insurance or other.
Okay. As you rightly said now, what are the misconceptions, sir, in the market?
See, in health insurance, trust deficit is clearly there. If you ask a lot of people about claims, they still feel, they have still some issues to talk about, because it's a very highly personalized form of insurance. So even if I don't get 1,000 rupees, I feel very unhappy about it. And also, see, when a health incident happens, you are in a kind of an emergency. So at that time, people really expect a very high level of service. This is what probably the insurers have not really been able to fully, manage the situation. One is about the experience, approvals, cashless approvals or discharge approvals. Second is about the quantum of claim, deductions. Third is about, while there is awareness about the concept of health insurance, there is a lot of lack of awareness about the contents of health insurance. What is covered, what is not covered, what are the limitations, waiting periods. Then, the requirement of proper disclosures. Sometimes people don't disclose properly and it becomes a problem at the time of claim. So this is, I would call, a lack of understanding of the concept of health insurance. These are a few things which really creates a problem, and then the whole burden of this is passed on to the insurers. And then we have the providers, the hospitals, and we all know the situation of the hospitals, and the cost of healthcare is pretty high. Sometimes the customer is caught between the hospital and also the insurer, because the insurer has its policy with its limitations. So that's the time when the customer feels a little bit unhappy. So this is what we in Galaxy we are trying to sort it out by giving a product which is very comprehensive, so that the customer is able to get 100% of his claim, making sure that the experience is great. Because we feel that the people should understand that health insurance will come to their rescue when they are in trouble. If that confidence can be given to the population, then I'm sure the people who are not taking health insurance will very quickly
move on to take it. Yeah. Yes, sir. In the same lines, when we talk about the product designing, I think Galaxy has got one of the best products in the market. So I just wanted to understand certain things. Like the current inflation, which is at around 4.3, whereas the healthcare inflation moves at around 12 to 13. So which means that in the coming, say, if I'm insured for 5 lakhs now, over a period of another 5 years, it should be equal to 8 lakhs. Otherwise, I'm not at all insured, right? So this inflation gap, so how do you manage in the underwriting and how do you manage in the product designing in that? Do you take care of those gaps?
So you have really touched upon a very important point. See, today, those who are insured, they think that they have a health insurance policy. They feel very, confident about it. But when they really get into a situation where they have to take treatment from a hospital, they find the health insurance is hardly adequate to cover the healthcare expenses. So one of the challenges we face, apart from people not taking health insurance, is people not taking adequate health insurance. So a policy of 5 lakhs, in my opinion, is hardly adequate for a major illness. It may cover small, minor illnesses, but if somebody has a heart ailment or a kidney problem or a cancer or similar major illnesses, a 5 lakh sum insured is hardly adequate in any hospital. Even if it's I'm not talking of the high-end hospitals, even a mid-level hospital, this may not be adequate. So we need to encourage people, create an awareness that they need policy for a reasonable sum insured. I always say 25 lakhs is the right sum insured for somebody to be really confident of his health insurance. Even 25 lakhs sometimes may not be adequate, but at least it's reasonably, it provides some kind of a protection. So this is one issue we need to sort out. How do we make people take policies for adequate amount so they're really protected when something happens?
Do you think that the premium, it's surely going to be on the higher side in the coming time? Like previously we have been talking that the lower middle class is not the segment for us. Even the middle class is struggling to pay the premiums nowadays.
Yeah, so I think I will touch the point which you asked in the previous question about the medical inflation. See, premium is a function of healthcare cost. If hospital expenses keep on increasing every year by 12% or 14%, which is the medical inflation, clearly insurance premiums will have to keep pace with the increasing cost of healthcare. So I always feel the biggest challenge in India, how do we contain the cost of healthcare? Because insurance will follow the healthcare expenses. So there is no point in saying healthcare expenses will grow every year by 12% or 14%, but the premiums have to come down.
Yeah.
So that is unrealistic because that's not a viable model for health insurance companies. So India has a serious issue as far as healthcare expenses are concerned. We need to do something about it. We need to promote economical healthcare in our country. Otherwise, it not only affects the insurance companies, the insured population, it also affects those who are not insured.
In future, what do you think, sir? Like, will the policies be the current same method, or it will move on to the customized or?
See, today a big change is happening in the health insurance space. See, typically health insurance came into the Indian market in mid-80s. Today, the health insurance, to a very large extent, follows the structure of that policy which came in mid-80s. I mean, there could be some innovations, add-ons and all that, but the structure is the same. And it's basically illness insurance, sickness insurance. It comes into play once somebody falls sick, gets admitted to hospital. I think today, there are two areas which were not covered in health insurance are being covered. One is the OPD part of it. Almost 50% of healthcare expenses is OPD. So the insurance industry did not have a proper insurance coverage for covering OPD. Today, companies are doing, and I'm happy to say that Galaxy has a very nice OPD product which covers, consultation cost with doctors, diagnostics, pharmacy expenses, both in cashless as well as reimbursement. So OPD is one area where we have found a solution. Only thing we need to take it to people. The other is wellness. See, today, wellness is a very important concept. Today, we see lifestyle diseases are very much there. India is the diabetes capital of the world, hypertension capital of the world, cardiac disease capital of the world. So, with a lot of urbanization, lifestyle of people have changed. Today, people are leading sedentary lives. Food habits have changed. They don't have enough sleep. They say modern day stress and all that. So, this is leading to, we have unfortunate situations for youngsters who are physically very fit, who go to gym every day, have cardiac arrest at the age of 32, 33, and they are diabetic in mid-30s. So wellness is very, very important. I always feel that health insurance in India has to move beyond the concept of sickness insurance, has to really become a wellness insurance. So our focus should be how do we keep our customers well, healthy, and if still something happens, we protect them by covering their expenses. That's how the health insurance has to transform. So we in Galaxy are attempting to make that. We have in fact brought out a product called Galaxy Twin 360, which covers inpatient hospitalization, outpatient treatment, and also wellness. So we encourage wellness. We encourage people to be active and take some discounts in premium. We are also now getting into a situation where we can do condition monitoring for people who have some ailments, also post-discharge monitoring. So these are areas where insurers have to move ahead so that people see value in health insurance. See, otherwise people think that nothing will happen to me.
I'm always good
till I'm fall into something.
Right, sir. So you have seen so many changes in the industry, and so I just wanted to compare 5 years back. Let's go point by point. 5 years back, how was the consumer or the customer thought process, and what is it currently? What are the changes you see in that?
See, customers, we are also customers. So customers are becoming more demanding. Their expectations have gone high. They also want a lot of personalization. See, gone are the days where as an insurance company, I say, this is a standard product, you take it or leave it. Today, customers are saying, you please understand my problem, give a product which suits my needs. So today there is a lot of demand from the customers that they want to be co-creator of products. So they want to have a say in what kind of insurance products are being given to them. And when it comes to claims also, their expectations are very high. So they just want the experience to be great. They want cashless and they don't want unnecessary hassles. So I think this is there, I think, in all areas. Okay, the customers today are more knowledgeable, more well-read, and so we as an insurance industry need to understand this evolving customer expectations and adapt ourselves to that.
So nowadays the patient is telling the doctor what are the things he has done and what left out for him.
So, I mean, that's the problem for the doctors. Today, doctors are being asked questions through ChatGPT, Google, and all that.
Okay. So when you talk about underwriting, 5 years back, how it was and how it has changed now significantly, or like when it was manual, do you think that was a better area, or the technology improvement has given?
No, today technology is playing a very important role. I think today, 100% of customer onboarding happens through technology. Claim settlement entirely happens through technology. But what is happening is technology enables human beings. It's not that it's completely eliminated human beings. Still, even in marketing or customer engagement, customer reach, there is a human being at the last mile who is completely supported, empowered by technology. That's how I think the insurance industry is today using technology. Even in digital sales, only a small percentage takes through the customer portals and all. Assisted selling is much more prevalent than pure digital selling, because insurance is a complex product. People would like to understand, talk to somebody, touch and feel. That's a financial services situation. So technology is playing a very important role. In underwriting also today, companies are using artificial intelligence to do majority of the underwriting. The routine proposals can be done by AI. There is no need for human intervention, but complex proposals will have to be vetted by human beings. Similarly, claims, fraud mitigation, or even calculation of claims, AI is playing a very important role.
Okay.
But all this, you can't just leave it completely to AI.
Somebody
AI is
has
still
to,
in evolution.
yeah.
So we always say customer is in the middle, even in AI. The human being is in the middle. So we still have to see how this is all happening, and we may have to take decisions. Sometimes not necessarily go by what artificial intelligence or digital says.
Okay. Okay. So if you're going to give 3 valid points to somebody who is going to take a policy, a youngster taking a new health insurance policy, what are the 3 points you will say they'll have to 100% take care of?
One is, insure for adequate amount. This always keeps saying, don't underinsure yourself. Second is, make proper disclosures. If the insurance company says, are you a smoker? Maybe material or not material, please disclose. Don't give any incorrect. Don't allow the proposal form to be filled up by somebody and you just blindly sign it. The third is understand health insurance. No insurance policy is 100%. Every policy has its coverages, has its exceptions, has its conditions. So devote some time to understand it. Because the problem with the customers is when it comes to taking of policies, they don't have any time. They just blindly sign, believe somebody, and believe that 100% insurance coverage is there. Later, when a claim happens, then you discover what is there in the policy. Don't do this. Please devote some time, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, to understand what is health insurance, and take a comprehensive health insurance first before you add on with critical illness products. But you need a basic comprehensive health insurance for adequate sum insured.
Great. Same way, sir. If I've taken a policy, I'm going to hospital for a claim. What are the 3 key points I'll have to keep it in mind?
If you go to your hospital, first of all, you have to keep your insurer informed.
Okay. And select a network.
Yeah. So that they can immediately talk to the hospital and give the cashless and all that. Second thing is, again, cooperate with the insurers and hospitals and getting the whole thing sorted out quickly. And third is proper disclosures.
Don't rush while getting discharged. Most of the time they put pressure on the agent for the... Right, sir. And I think you have got a wonderful start for this. First complete financial year was a mega hit, and none of the players have been able to touch that number the first year. You have done a wonderful numbers last year. So what is the plan for the current year, sir?
Well, last year we did about 148 crores. As you rightly said, there was a phenomenal reception to Galaxy. The reception was largely because of the principles for which the company was started. One is, we said, we'll come out with products which make sense to the customer. The second, and probably the most important, is we'll take care of the service aspect, especially claim service. We'll ensure the customer gets his claim in full, and his experience in getting the claim is great. So that was the fundamental principles of Galaxy. So because we have been following this, and the market has now realized, you insure with Galaxy, your security is really 100% complete. There's a lot of response to the company. That's how we could do 148 crores in the first financial year. Today we find this response is increasing manifold. See, actually, name and this kind of positive impression spread like wildfire by word of mouth. We don't have to advertise in papers and all that. So, and word of mouth, as you know, is the best form of publicity.
Absolutely.
So this year we hope to do around 400 crores. Sure, customers are going to support us in achieving this. And we will grow to great heights. And it's a matter of time before we really reach those top levels.
Very soon. Sure, sir. With the kind of product and with the kind of team you have, I'm very confident that we will surely touch that number, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for your valuable time with us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.